Hello everyone, Avery here, Southern Fried Knowledge. As of the recording of this one, it is December the 26th, the day after Christmas, 2025. Still got a bunch of stuff I need to do around the house. I got to get to work on these autoclaves. I do need to get that tarp put on that portable garage tent canvas thingy from Harbor Freight, whatever you call them. I gotta put a temporary cover over that because it's starting to rip and tear, and I ain't got the money to buy a new roof for it yet. Still got some tree stuff trimming in the front yard at the very least. Some chairs to break down. Anyway, we out here at the shop. We out here at the shop? Yeah, we out here at the shop. We as in me. I meant to hit spin it and I hit stop recording. Anyway, let us go into the shop and start working on these autoclaves. I know that's probably boring for most of y'all, so it ain't gonna be a whole lot of autoclave stuff. Hope y'all all had a Merry Christmas. I guess it's still kind of Christmas time around this weekend. Let me go see if I can get some of these chores done. I gotta put the tarp, like I said, over this thing here before it starts leaking. Next time it rains, it is leaking because it's got tears in the roof. Got some stuff to do in the birdhouse. Got some stuff to do in the shop. Let's go get started. I will check back with you shortly. Stay tuned on this very same video. Hi folks, checking back in. Same video. I'm working on my autoclaves. Let's spin it. This one's running its second load. It's working. That's the one that had the leak. We got the leak repaired. This one run one load, and then the second one, it's got an air code C983, heat up mode, high limit open. So we got to go back in there and see what he's doing. Meanwhile, thought y'all might get a kick out of this one. I was putting my little tarp, trying to stretch this tarp over this thing by myself. I've got some, hold on. Can't help sneezing on video. Am I zoomed out? So this is my piece of tarp. I know it looks raggedy. It was in the mud, but this is a much tougher tarp than what was on there. So I tied some twine, nylon string. Got allergies. It's that cat probably. Anyway, tied nylon string with some things I can throw it over. I've got it pulled up this far and to try to secure it each time because I'm by myself. Tried to call the wife. She's shopping or something right now, not answering her phone. Anyway, I don't know if y'all can see this, if this is going to come out on the video. Not my van. You see these little orange strings and stuff. So I tied them. One tied to a roll of tape over there. One tied to several different things. Anyway, so when I stretched them out, pulled it up, started pulling it up the side, I've got two of them hooked right here. Here's our first string. You can see that going up there. Here's our second string. He's going over there. This third one, and that right there is a death trap. Oh, I left it on a roll of duct tape because I didn't have enough string to go anywhere. I left that one on a roll of duct tape that I used to throw over with. It was hanging on if you bump this door a little bit. Also, likewise, on this fourth one, if I forget and go somewhere to get some parts or something, and I'm still tied to this, I hook this one to the front hook on the front bumper or under the bumper of the van. That would be kind of funny if I took off down the road and that tarp started following me. But anyway, so I've got to pull them all a little bit again, or try to get this thing pulled over. I was hoping I could get the wife to answer the phone and get her to help me. Two people could pull two strings apiece and get that pulled over. Then I'll worry about securing them when I get it over. But anyway, that's where I'm at with the tarp situation. Then I got to get back in here and see what's going on with this other autoclave. But that's that update. I'll try to remember. Half the time I don't remember to roll video because I got so much stuff going on. Got to get back in here and see what's going on with that. Check back in a little bit. Stand by. Hello everyone. Update. This is Avery again. You should know me by now. Let's spin this thing here. Yeah, I'm back to square one. I had this tarp pulled just about all the way over. Did not think about putting a counter pull on the other side. When I got too much of it over here, it all just flopped over to this side. So I had to start it all over. Had some other drama going on today, so I'm just getting back out here to this. It's getting late in the afternoon. And I've got it starting back up here. This time, I'm gonna put some anchors over here and tie it to the trailer. That way we can't pull it all the way across, and that, hopefully I can work it back in there. Just a quick update on that. I don't really have time to shoot a lot of video here, but I'm gonna try to do that number and see how this works out this time. Cross your fingers for me, because I'm already having a bad day. Hi folks, I'm going to show you a little bit of the action as it's happening, trying to get this tarp over here without losing it this time. Pulling it over, bringing this over here. It's not a one-person job, but sometimes you got to improvise. And there's that dog again. Always comes when you don't need that kind of help. I've got to go check my other side before I pull anything else. That one don't need to be pulled anymore. This one, maybe. That's getting better, y'all. That one right there's got let off a little. He's pulling too far. Actually, it's starting to look fairly decent right here. feeling so good, y'all. I'm gonna have to pause that for a little bit. Looking fairly decent. I got it tight, get it where to stay in that position. Front zipper in, I'll have to figure out. That's all I got for right now, y'all. I'm having some other issues going on, and I got to stop for a little bit. Check back in a little bit, and we'll see where we're at. Hopefully, I get this kind of taken care of today. Folks, Avery here, Southern Fried Knowledge. It is, as of the recording of this, it is Saturday, December 27th, 2025. We're still doing the finishing touches on this little tarp I put over my portable building here. 10 by 17 garage, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it looks rough. Once it rains on that a little bit, that should get a little better. But that covered up that problem area down the center. I've got all the strings secured that I have, but I got a few more grommets. There's one. I don't know if there's another one on this side. There may not be another one on this side, but I think there's two more on the other side. Can't tell. Don't see a grommet there. I could put one there. A couple on the other side. I can reach and pull them. I've tied my nylon string to this. Come down and secured it to the base. I mean, that's not a super duper fix, but it keeps me from spending another $200 on another top on it right now. So that'll milk at least a few months, if not a little bit longer out of it. I hope. See what the wind thinks about my little creation. Got the door open. I only wanted to make sure I could still roll it up, and I can. And it's got these little Velcro closure straps up here. Let it up. Yeah, I gotta start working on getting things out of here so we don't have to depend on this one. Cleaning that one up and cleaning this thing over here up too. Anyway, so I'm gonna work on this a little bit. I've also got leaves I'm trying to get in my pile over here so I can get those limbs. I can get back on cutting them limbs. We're going to get some rain tomorrow on Sunday. Looks like Sunday and Monday's going to be raining. So I'm going to try to get a little bit of tree trimming out there in the front yard done today. I don't think I need to throw any more on this pile. That's going to be a pretty good little fire right there. I don't know if y'all can tell how big that is. That's like 55-gallon drums right here. So you can get an idea that'll be a pretty good little bonfire. I got to stretch my new hose out here along with a couple of the shorter ones. Get me some 5-gallon buckets full of water so I can babysit this fire when we light it up. A day like today's not a good day. A little bit windy. But like I said, I got to trim that. Also, doing some shop work on some dental equipment. Not that y'all care, but it's part of my life and I have to keep doing this because I can't do YouTube full time. Probably never will be able to. It's just more of a hobby. Running a load in this one run one load yesterday. The second load failed. I'm trying a couple of things I want to check out first. This one over here, we got it working yesterday. This is the one that was leaking out the bottom. I put the new seals in the bottom of the chamber. Got him working. This one we're going to be working on today in between these other projects. What else we can get into? You'll see, well, you can't tell for the glare. That's Erin Gray. I got her autograph at the Dragon Con, 2025 Dragon Con. I got Data, Brent Spinner. Like what he put on my to Avery, a fine human. Brent Spinner. And I got Gil Gerard, Buck Rogers. May he rest in peace. He passed away not too long on after the Dragon Con, a couple of months I think. Anyway, Buck Rogers. Flying high in the sky now. Anyway, gotta get back to these projects. Get some of this stuff going on. That one's starting to build pressure. 7 psi now, 229 degrees. I feel like it's going to run a load. The key will be if it runs a second load after I've made some adjustments to the door springs. I still feel like I'm feeling a little bit of heat coming out there. If there's heat coming out here, there's a problem with a part back here located just around the corner back here in the back. But I'm going to run 2 loads in a row this time and see if my door spring adjustment, the door wasn't opening fully. The door don't open, the moisture stays inside. And I think it wasn't filling up with water is why it was doing an over temp. Because the water sensor that tells when there's enough water to run a load was staying damp. So it wasn't putting water in there. But if I've got this where it'll spring open, it has a 30-minute dry cycle. If you let the steam out, this should dry off. If this springs open and it's still doing it, then I'm going to be thinking about this part back here in the back. Anyway, that's all I got for right now. Let me get back out there and work on that, tying that tarp down on the portable building out here. I'll try to remember to film a few things while I'm going throughout the day and put all this in something. Hopefully, span it. Yeah, hopefully, sometime this year I'll have some adventures. Right now it's kind of keeping my head down and cutting through the rough times. But I'm hoping to get out and do a little bit of adventures again this year. But appreciate y'all for hanging out with me during the boring times. Let's see what we can get into. Oh, there's my carpetbagger postcards. Yeah, here's the carpetbagger with the Grinch. Here's the carpetbagger at Mount Rushmore. Anyway, let me get to it. I'm going to get something done today. Weekend will be over and I'll be back to work before you know it. Stay tuned.